When you've lived in your home for 20 years and it's time to downsize, what is selling your home all about? That's next on Selling DC. I'm JP Montalban, your sales, service, and success advisor. Remember to like, subscribe, and follow like so that we know that we helped you with this episode. Subscribe so that we can stay in touch and provide you information on great homes, great neighborhoods, and market updates, information, news that you can use whether you're buying, selling, investing, or just want to have a great life. And remember, if you need a great agent, visit us at jpsellingdc.com and we'll introduce you to a great one here in the DMV or across the nation. 1 year ago, Susan approached my team and I about selling her home in the Potomac, Rockville area of Maryland. Now, she had a lot of questions, as most sellers do, about what she needed to do next. This episode is about all of what she did and what we helped her to do in selling her home so that she could make her move to Tampa, Florida. Let's go.
My inspiration. I love the west coast of Florida. Mm-hmm. My husband and I vacationed there many, many times and often talked about wanting to live there. It's an ideal spot. I love that particular area. I really love the city of Sarasota, and it turns out that I'm a little less than an hour away from Sarasota where I'll be living, which is ideal.
When we prepare a home for sale, we want it to look its best. From decluttering and a kitchen makeover, to staging the living areas and renovating the owner's suite with a luxurious ensuite owner's bath, Susan, my team, and I worked with our contractors and staging professionals to give Susan's home a great look for a home buyer. When we're talking about getting top dollar for your home, we might talk renovation. I'm often asked, should I renovate? Well, Remodeling Magazine does an annual survey of what value they place on specific projects. The challenge is the answer to the question is hyper-local. Ask your great agent, does this make sense? What's it going to cost? What's the relative return on investment? We can compare one home in the neighborhood and another that has or hasn't been renovated and see what you're going to get. So Susan, one of the things we're super impressed with is how this kitchen came out. Came out fantastic. Mm-hmm. We recommended that you reface the cabinets because that was going to freshen the look. Let's talk about the refacing. How did you feel with how it came out?
I think it's fantastic. It changes the entire look and feel of the kitchen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's incredible because what refacing is, so that everyone understands, is that it's a new door, right?
Exactly.
And so they come in, they give the door a fresh look, and this is a shaker style, which is very in, fresh, classic.
Exactly.
And then on the inside here, what we have is we have a film that's applied to the base cabinet because your cabinets were in terrific shape.
They were.
We just wanted to give it a fresh look.
That's right.
Yeah, came out fabulous.
Yes.
And I love the trim that they,
I love the
the
crown
molding
molding. Yeah.
came out fantastic. And so everything just right now pops.
It does. It does. I love it.
Wonderful. When I first visited you, what I shared with you is that today people are looking for renovated homes, right? They're looking for homes that are ready to go, move-in condition, because number one, their time is very limited. And number two, money is cheap, right? Money, interest rates are low. And so people would rather spend a little bit more for a home that's ready to go than to spend less on a home that they have to fix up.
And you can't put a price tag on what you spend in time and energy when you're doing a renovation.
When it comes to great marketing, 3 things that we focus on. Number 1, tell a great story. That includes what Susan's memories are in the home. Number 2, help someone mentally move in. We create a floor plan that helps them place furniture. Number 3, great photography. How is it going to attract someone to the home so that they can think about making it their home? With the renovations complete, the staging in place, and our marketing all set, Susan's final decision was price. We discussed the most recent comparable sales and price strategies. Whether it's a buyer's market or a seller's market, a home with the wrong price strategy will sell for less than it should. Susan decided on our price strategy, and we brought the home to market with our open house event.
Jen.
Hi Jen, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I've got a sign in here. Hi, I'm JP.
Jacob.
Hi Jacob, nice to meet you.
Hi.
JP.
Meg,
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Tom.
Hi Tom, nice to meet you. Welcome. Got a sign in here.
Yes, sure.
So the home has been very significantly renovated and beautifully maintained over the years. This is floor plan. There's information on the neighborhood and the transportation, local transportation information if you'd like that. And our open house event was our opportunity to help home buyers by answering specific questions on the home and the neighborhood. Our hard work had paid off. People were really excited by the renovation and to find a home that was move-in ready. The open house was our chance to share the full list of the home's greatest hits, all highlighted in materials home buyers could study after the open house and while they considered making an offer. How did we do? We received 7 offers on Susan's home and caught up with her in her new Tampa home via Zoom. Susan, thank you so much for joining us in your new home in Tampa.
My pleasure. So exciting to have you here.
Yes, absolutely. So excited to be here. So, and what we're walking through is a few things. We're walking through first how we did. Number 2, what you learned along the way.
Oh, yes.
And number 3, any tips that you might offer. So let's start with the result. You got a terrific result. We finished the open house.
Yes.
And we received multiple offers on the home. Did a terrific job prepping it. We priced it exactly where it needed to be priced. We staged it and we brought it to market, and it really, the impact was tremendous. And so then moving to the result, right? And I'm going to share the screen. So we'll go back to the multiple offer spreadsheet. So Susan, in looking at the spreadsheet here, which we use to go through your multiple offers, because we received 7 offers on the home, with a fantastic result, we ended up at almost $40,000 over the list price.
Fantastic.
And it wasn't just about the price, it was about the terms, right?
That's right.
That's the price we set on the home, and we've set that based on the research that that I did, and helped you work through.
Let me add too that was very tricky.
Absolutely, and so we set it, and ultimately we ended up with the 7 offers. We escalated, and we ended up not only with a great price but great terms, because we ended up with an offer that had a short home inspection contingency, a short financing contingency, and a short appraisal contingency. And these were short because of the competition. Having those short contingencies made it so that we knew that we could get you sold and to your new home in Tampa.
Absolutely.
And ultimately, the home inspection contingency was also a non-negotiable home inspection contingency. So it was great because it afforded the buyer the opportunity to inspect the home, but it didn't open you up for a secondary negotiation on things that would need to be repaired.
And I know from other friends who have sold homes that can be a nightmare. You can kind of go down a rabbit hole with this needs to be fixed and that needs to be fixed. And that was very helpful to me.
So you shared with me off camera, you shared with me 3 tips, and I'd like to dive into those. The first tip was have a great agent. The second tip was have a great team. And the third tip was be flexible. And so share with me a little bit. Let's start with a great agent. So, and I'm not looking for a pat on the back here. I'm looking more generally, right? Because I only help people in DC, Maryland, and Virginia. My team and I, we can only serve that. But people all across the country are going to watch this. And so, when people are looking, what do you see as being a great agent? What should people look for?
I think it's really important that you listen as a seller to your first instincts when you meet an agent. Try to choose someone that you connect with well, somebody who's going to respond to you, somebody that you think is going to be a good partner in this process.
So listen to your first instincts, and then as you reflect back on the process, where did you see the agent experience? And you had it both on the sell side and also on the buy side in Tampa. What differentiates what you've seen in agents in the past and what your experience was with your agents in this process?
I think it's crucial for an agent to understand their client, to understand the seller or the buyer, whoever they're working for, and understand what is it that's important to this person. What has to take place in order for a positive transaction that will help this person. As you said, I've had experiences with wonderful agents like yourself, and I've had experiences with agents that really didn't make that attempt to understand and be present.
Absolutely. Communication, very
Critical.
important. Transparency.
Yes.
Right? Very important.
Yes.
Because ultimately what I think differentiates a good agent from a great agent is that someone has your back. And so
That's it.
at
That's
the end
it.
of the day, right, that's really what it is does this person, do I feel
That's it.
this person has my back? And so now let's go to great team. What does a great team mean?
Well, I had never worked with an agent that had a team. I had always worked with real estate agents that, as you said, were doing everything. I worried a lot about, in those cases, about what kind of critical detail is going to get dropped here. Having a team, having your team in particular, was great because there was a constant communication. There was a constant back and forth. And if I had any questions, they were always treated respectfully and they were always answered quickly. And or we don't yet have the answer for you, but we're going to get that answer for you.
I remember being an individual agent, and I was pulled and
yes.
stretched in many directions, and too many directions, because ultimately where I serve you as a seller or where I serve a buyer is to either be present with that person or to be present with the other side, right? And so you as a seller, I need to be either present with you or present with potential buyers for your home. Or if I'm helping a buyer, I need to be present with my buyer, or I need to be present with the homes and the agents who are listing those homes. Everything else is noise. And so having a great stager, having a great floor plan company, having a great team, right, that can help to execute the brochures and the marketing materials and everything that makes for a great result, that's critical. And so ultimately, we ended with a great result. I was so happy to be able to help you with this, right? This was a year in the making.
It was.
We got to know each other real well. I
did.
I got a new friend out of it.
I most certainly did.
Such a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us, for being on the video with us, and for sharing with everyone who watches this, because it's through your experience that we help others, right? And I will continue to get the benefit of knowing you and
I feel the same.
So thank you for that blessing.
It's been a joy, and please give my best to everybody on the team.
I will.
Because they became my friends too.
What questions did you have about Susan's sale? Comment below. We'd love to help. Remember to like, subscribe, and follow so that we know that you liked this episode. Subscribe so that we can stay in touch and provide you glimpses of all the great homes and great neighborhoods of DC, Maryland, and Virginia, as well as market updates and information news that you can use whether you're buying, selling, investing, or just want to have a great life. And if you need a great agent Visit us at jpsellingdc.com and we'll introduce you to a great one that serves here or anywhere across the country. I'm JP Montalban. See you next time on Selling DC.